And welcome back, third day. Have been a long day, but all right. So where were we? So let's take the README that we were doing. Basically, what we want to do so far is starting using the LinkedIn API, which we find ourselves struggling a little bit, but I have good news. And basically, we want to create the pipeline where every time I record this, because in the future I might and we might do like data science or Databricks or like any kind of projects just to make sure we understand right the concepts. For example, we will work with LLMs and so on. In the meanwhile, I want to build a machine that allows to push those episodes automatically with descriptions and so on. So in the latest episode, we were trying to work with the LinkedIn API, but I have good news. I have been checking a little bit on my own. So I hope that my screen changed right now. I will see afterwards. If not, it's annoying, but I believe it worked. So I'm going to share a little bit of some documentation regarding the LinkedIn API because I find myself struggling. So right now, the way to use the LinkedIn API, once it is quite an interesting concept. It is an interesting. It's tough. That's what I mean. It's not easy. That's what I meant. So Francesco Saviero Supicini, if you're watching this, thanks for some of the files. He's a content creator on LinkedIn and he does a lot of wonderful things. So he had this GitHub repo. I'm just going to move my head over here. But basically, I used it because he had a great YouTube tutorial here. So I'll put, you know what? I'll put directly this link into the references. So I'll just remove that one and I'll reference this one. So that's mainly for the YouTube channel. And the main thing that I got from this tutorial on YouTube was that at some point we were able. So let's take the LinkedIn documentation. So we're going back to the LinkedIn documentation. Then I'll move to the code, and then we'll plan next step. Oh, I forgot to set up the timer to 25 minutes, which I've already started. So a little bit less. Let's have an overview. LinkedIn consumer. LinkedIn documentation. Great. So we're back again here. So authentication overview. Okay, cool. So there are two types of authentication. It feels like this have changed in like the past days. So there is a 2-auth authentication, which I believe doesn't work anymore because I haven't found a way to make it work. Basically, you create your app on LinkedIn, and then you use different get or post to use directly your token and access to the application in LinkedIn. In that case, it appears that the two-ledged auth might be the one we ended up. I'm not sure. I haven't used it, but I got confused, to be fair, in what's working and what's not. Because in the last episode, you might recognize this schema. Give me a second. In the three-ledged here. So if I click on member authorization, if I go there, cool. This is what I was looking for. So I was expecting something like that: a client login, authorization, redirect, authorization code. This is how you get your token, and this is how you go to the API. And to me, I configured my app like that, and I was doing a get to this authorization, but that wasn't working. And I ended up watching the video that Francisco shared, and at some point, like, you can generate your token directly, and you have this long token, and so that's what I used. And even having this, if we go back here, I am not able to do everything. So by that, what do I mean? Let's say API references, or maybe permissions. No, let's see. Like some things, for example, the user info, I am able to do it. But other things like a me request, which is something that you can find yourself seeing on the potential APIs requests. I'm not sure where I can see that. Integration, recent changes, advertising API. This is not what I want. Documents, image, community management, create and post content. There are some things. Page access management, overview. Lookup API organization, social access control. Like, let's say, for example, the /me request, which is information about my account. I wasn't able. So, I mean, there are some confusions around the rights that we have, and there are other things that we can request access when we're in the app LinkedIn. But I got confusion. Anyway, lost a lot of time in the explanations. But now what? Now what do I want to do from now? First of all, showing you the code. So the code is here. Basically, this is a redirectory from our app. Those are the clients, the secrets that I have in the env variable. And so basically I have two requests here. I have a first one, which is this one. And like you can see, this is a get to the me with the headers of the access token and the application JSON. And this doesn't work somehow. I'm going to activate the Conda environment. So this one didn't work. I'm not sure. I would need to investigate more, but that's not necessary because we have what we want. So if I configure the header of the request to the API with the beer token, with this specific RESTly protocol version, and the consent type application JSON, and in the body I specify the following dictionary, then you can do a post to this specific endpoint, and with the headers and the JSON using the body, the dictionary here, we're able to post on LinkedIn. So that's that. And maybe I would like to show you, yeah, I won't print necessarily my info because that would share all my info, but basically you can see my ID here, and I have been able here executing this Python to post on LinkedIn. So now that we can post on LinkedIn, I believe that we could do different things now. So I will think about what we can do. But we have the LinkedIn API where we can post. Now there are multiple options. We can investigate the YouTube API. We can investigate the Loom API to get content, maybe some specific parts of the videos like the descriptions, and because Loom auto-generates some AI things. Loom is the tool I'm actually using to record this. So we could do that. or we could go to YouTube. Because the LinkedIn part, we won't be able to publish videos on LinkedIn because it's 15 minutes max to post on LinkedIn, a video on LinkedIn, but we can always post the links. So I won't be able to check this, first of all. I mean, it's not that I won't be able, it's that it's not useful. So all of that is done. Down. Or I guess we could like put a cool emoji, a green emoji. Like a green circle. Maybe. Okay, so now if I had to define the next steps, what would that be? I believe that first, well, Copilot, quick remember, we're using Copilot here, and Copilot is suggesting things. What else does it have for us? It appears like Copilot wants us to like go on the Loom API. So that's what we're going to do. Even though publish a first video, that would have this step of redoc YouTube how to use the API. And I would like also at some point publish a first video with the API. That would be cool. I would like to use a new model, DALL-E, to generate images. I would like to play a bit with that, so that's that. Let's go with the Loom documentation. So I believe that we can go here. We can go here. All right. Enables the execution of the record SDK API key depreciated. This has been renamed Public App AD. The key that provides access to an SDK workspace for the domain from which the record button is served. All right. Is supported error. Identifies the browser trying to run the SDK. Records SDK as okay. Getting started. Loom API access metadata API videos. Embedded API. Link URL. Loom URL string. Example. Loom URL. Link replace, text replace. Getting started. For Loom link video. About enables your user to add Loom's world-class video player to your website or app. With a few simple methods, any loom.com URL can be auto-expanded into a rich player which provides anyone, whether a user, to play video back, blah blah. Alright, it appears that they have I'm not sure that they have the metadata thing that I'm looking for, so I'm just going to check that. Loom API developer or Loom developers Loom. go to my developer account. Okay, I'm creating an account for the developer. We have 10 minutes left. Let's see where can I go, or if I can retrieve specific information from video. The goal is to retrieve specific information and then we'll try to publish on YouTube. The app name, Stock AI. I'm not sure. How do I want to call that? Okay, app created. By the way, this is not correct. This should be a red emoji. Still loading. Okay. Not sure how it was. Not like that. Nice. Great. Let's see if that charged. I have agreed. Finish. You can create your application. Please try again or visit the help center. Nice. I'll try again. Okay, it appears that I already have an application. Public app ID. Cool. React, JavaScript. Public app ID, button ID, insert click. Adding event listeners. Check support. Alright, it doesn't seem that that would do it. So what I would like to do right now is also search for the YouTube API. Documentation. Search for content add functionality to your site. Code samples. I would like to go to code samples. YouTube API publish video. Sorry. Upload a video. Install the Google API Python clients. Register your application Google so that you can use the Auth 2.0 protocol to authorize access to user data. To use Auth 2.0 steps with the script, you will need to create a client secrets.json file that contains information from the API console. The file should be in the same directory as the script. That's cool. This request uploads a video and sets various metadata fields for the video, including its title, description, keywords, category. That's awesome. Cool. In this example, the script would be blah blah blah. Okay, so this documentation is really so publish video YouTube API. This is what we want. We have everything here, so that's that. We have 4 minutes left, so I guess I don't want to try to do that yet. I want to go to the OpenAI documentation, DALL-E, and I think it's DALL-E 3. DALL-E API now available in public beta. DALL-E now available in public beta. Starting today, developers can building a product announcement. Alright, this is an example of how we need to use images generation. We put in the header content type application JSON, the BR in the header, nothing new here. And on the D, which I would assume is data, a photo of a happy corgi puppy sitting and facing. Right, cool. I mean, not that cute, this puppy, but you could improve the prompt. State-of-the-art image generation, built-in moderation, DALL-E application. We've worked closely with a few early customers who have already built DALL-E into their apps and products across a variety of use cases. Microsoft is bringing DALL-E. Alright, I wonder if you can okay, I would like to see that if DALL-E can create images based on your own images. From any image on the DALL-E website, you can click the edit button to drop into an editor. To start from scratch, you can bookmark how much how does the editor most effectively, what's the keyboard shortcut supported. Okay, it doesn't seem like it. Okay. Alright, I'm logging in on the other page where I can get alright, buy credits or upload an image to edit. I want to upload, so maybe I can show you that. Let's see. Alright, let me see an image that I could upload. Don't upload photos of people without their consent. Image may be reviewed. Continue. Crop. Generate variations. Okay, so it appears that I need credits. So I'll do that. But yeah, it looks like that's cool. That's interesting. I'll just try to use it with the API. So you get credits, you can generate images, and through the API you can also load your own images, which is what I'm very interested in. So let's say YouTube cover for tech tutorial, but I'm out of credit, so I won't be able, but for the next time I might get some credits to start working with that, and we'll be able to see that. So next steps, what we'll be doing is, it doesn't seem like the Loom API allows you to get the metadata from the videos that you have, or like directly call the videos and download them. I don't think, maybe we could, but I'm not sure, and I'm not sure they're low. I'm not sure there is a Python library on top of that. We'll see. But I would like to work on the YouTube API, which is very interesting, and I would like to maybe generate some fun images. So we'll tag this as later. And also I can delete this image because this doesn't work anymore, so I will just delete this one because it doesn't make sense. And now to generate a quick reminder, you go on the app on LinkedIn, and when you're on the screen, there is a button, a specific button, but you can see this button if you check the video from the Francesco repository on GitHub. That's it. That's all about me today. We Fast Session Lab Session 3. Looking forward to the 4th, and keep building cool, fun project and learning together. See you the next time. Ciao.